Just before 7:30 a.m. on the 1st of July, 1916, along a 25-mile battlefront here in northern France, British and French troops were ready to embark on an offensive they were told would be an easy victory, and it would lead to the end of the First World War. The Battle of the Somme was about to begin. And when the whistle blew at 0 hour, tens of thousands of British troops walked confidently towards the Germans, who were outnumbered, outgunned, and the British High Command believed they had already been shattered by the torrent of high-explosive artillery fire. But there was no quick victory. And the casualties on this day and the months to come made the Battle of the Somme a symbol of senseless slaughter. The Battle of the Somme was an industrial meat grinder that devoured thousands of young men. And at its close, months later, the casualty count of those killed, wounded, and missing would exceed over 1 million men. So just exactly what happened here and why? I first came to the Somme with a World War II D-Day veteran, who later in life became a history professor. As we drove through the Somme area, we passed so many British Commonwealth cemeteries, I asked him about all the British buried here. His reply was that of a professor. If you don't know what happened in World War I, you simply cannot understand what happened in World War II. So I spent the next 25 years learning about the Great War and have personally visited and photographed every Commonwealth cemetery in Europe. But for some reason, the Battle of the Somme just never sat right with me. I grew ever more uneasy about the battle's history. After all, it was written by the victors, and it was definitely in a British perspective. What about the other side, the Germans? What about their strategy? All this has been conveniently ignored for the last 100 years. In the following short videos, I'm going to show you some of the places I visited. I'll share with you letters from the troops, both British and German, and I'll let you know who I thought actually won this battle. And let me give you a hint. The Germans were greatly assisted by the British recklessness and foolhardiness and overconfidence. So let's look at what went disastrously wrong from the very start. So now the weeks leading up to the first day of fighting saw the longest and heaviest bombardment in military history. And by the summer of 1916, the British and French were operating under the maxim, the artillery conquers and the infantry occupies. 5 days of intense shell fire would destroy the enemy shelter, their trenches, and protective barbed wire. Surprise was not part of this plan. And in the 7 days before the 1st of July, 1,500 guns of all calibers, that's a 4-to-1 advantage, opened fire on the German positions, firing over an astonishing 1.5 million rounds. The purpose was unambiguous. Overrun the German positions, push them back into Germany.